Hi, I'm Jennifer with Constante Makeup Artistry, and I'm going to show you how to do a really easy Mother's Day look. We already have my own mother prepped with foundation and powder, so we're going to get started and show you the eyes, then lips and cheeks. So I'm going to take a light matte cream color and apply it right underneath her eyebrows. And it's just a neutral shade, it'll just lift the brow bone area. Okay, I'm going to move into the crease, and I'm going to start out with a medium, kind of an orange-based brown shadow before I move into a deeper shade. I'm going to hold that for me. Use a fluffy brush. I'm going to have her tilt her chin up. Go ahead and look forward for me. It's always a good idea to kind of lift the brow a little bit so you can really see the natural contour of the eye, and I'm just going to go back and forth, or do tiny circles and just kind of alternate between the two. Next, I'm going to move into this deeper shade right here. It's a little bit more of a red-based brown. Use the same brush as well, except I'm not going to go as high. I'm still going to work it in the crease, but I'm not going to spread it as wide as I did the first brown. I'm going to keep it more concentrated in that outer corner. If you naturally have a deep crease like she does, you don't want to go too dark. Like I would never throw a black or anything very close to that, because then it'll look like it's completely hollow, which isn't the most youthful look. It tends to age you a little bit. So you want to give shape without, hollowing out your face. I'm going to go back to the first brush I used, and I'm going to put this kind of silvery taupe color. It's got a little bit of a plum undertone to it. I'm going to start that on the outer third of her eyelid. Go ahead and close for me. And I'm going to put the brush down and pull it down. Then I'm going to switch to this kind of a warm pinky gold color, and I'm going to do that in the inner part of her eye. I'm going to switch sides of the brush so I don't mix them too much. Same thing, I'm going to hold the eye steady, place the brush, and then pull it down. And these colors are pretty neutral. They'll pretty much go with any outfit that you pick for Mother's Day. So you don't have to worry about, if it's going to clash or not. You don't want to be too matchy-matchy anyway. So we have her eyelid colors done. We're going to jump a little bit to the under eye area. And I'm going to use that same darker brown. Go ahead and look up for me. And I'm going to just use an angle brush and kind of sketch right underneath her lash line. I'm going to make it thicker on the outer corner and then slowly get thinner. And just always tap your brush. You don't want dark eyeshadow falling all over your foundation. If you find that this is a little bit hard for you, start with your eye makeup and then wipe off if you drop anything, and then go in with your foundation. And jump into liquid liner, and then I'll show you how to soften that. And I like to use the pen ones because they have a nice felt tip. They're easiest for me to use. Never close. Again, I'm going to hold the eyelid. I'm actually going to pull on the lid a little bit. I'm going to lay it sideways and again, just sketching out. And go a little bit thicker as I get towards the outer corner. And this is going to draw the eye upwards. And I'm going to make a perfect wing at the ends because I'm actually going to smudge out that ending eyeliner. Because we want it to be cute enough for brunch. We don't want it to look like it's too dramatic. It is just the Sunday. And it's a good idea to also switch directions. Do whatever gives you the most control. Now I'm actually using black eyeshadow, but it's just to make the liquid liner smoky. Close to me. This is also a great way if you've accidentally made your liquid liner a little jagged. It's okay. Make it smoky. Smoky never goes out of style anyway. It's considered a classic beauty look. I just like that it helps kind of give a softer edge. It's not so sharp and severe. And it kind of gives it a nice matte finish too, because some liquid liners tend to dry a little on the shiny side. Not everybody likes that. Open. Put down. And it's okay to adjust and to go back and forth. Like I want a little more liquid on this side. Look up for me. And you always want the outer corners to meet. Close to me. A little extra, you can just get your finger and kind of clean it up. Okay. I'm going to add a little to our eyebrows. You never want to go as dark as your hair if you're brunette because it'll actually show up 2 shades darker. So I'm going to go with more of a charcoal brown. I may mix some of the warmer brown in. I'll see how I feel about it once it's in her eyebrows. Okay, I think I like that color by itself. So I'm actually going to start at the back of the brow and work on the arch and tail first. And then go through. She has all her eyebrow hairs, so I'm really just filling in what she has. If you're missing eyebrows, you might want to check out the Reconstructing Brows video. That's a good video for if your brows have taken a really bad turn and they need a lot of help. If you're got 2 completely different brows, or you have almost no hairs, or you just are completely lost with what to do with them now, that's a good video to check out. But when in doubt, grow them out. It only takes a couple of weeks, but it'll save you more than that much in time trying to fix them every day. And I'm just kind of doing feathery strokes. You want the front part to be the softest, so I really don't load more product when I go to the front because you don't want that really harsh boxy shape. We naturally have thinner hair density in the front. Now to fake a little awake, mommies are tired. We're all tired all the time. White eyeliner or really light flesh color liner is a great trick to eliminate. Sometimes that inner rim gets super red because we maybe woke up every 2 hours feeding a newborn, or your kids just ran you ragged all week. And this is how you fix it. Look up for me. And you don't want it to be opaque. You want it to be like a sheer tint. If you find that white is too light for you, or you're heavy-handed, go with the flesh tone pencil. Okay. She's more of a medium dark, so she can go both ways. I would use a white, and anybody maybe a couple shades darker than her, I would say after that, definitely use a flesh color pencil. You notice I'm just lightly sketching it on. It'll act as an extension of the whites of her eyes, and the redness and the darkness that's in there is gone, which is fantastic. It's a nice, easy trick. I'm going to go with some waterproof mascara. Close to me. Because sometimes kiddos like to smudge our makeup or throw water at us, or, you know. Sometimes they just like to headbutt you, and you know you don't want your mascara going across your face. So waterproof mascara stays put, especially if you're going grocery shopping, running errands, and you get caught in the rain, but you have no choice because your kids need milk. So waterproof mascara is always fantastic for that. And the liquid I used to is also waterproof. They go hand in hand. And always get right at the root. You'll see I'm holding up her eyelid, pushing through the lashes. You can wiggle. And you never just want to do the tips. You want to make sure you get every lash hair. And I got a little boo-boo. That's fine. It actually happens quite often. I'm concentrating on her eyelash so much that I missed her nose. Well, I got her nose, but I missed paying attention to it. When that happens, let it dry, and then it comes right off later. It's very easy to fix. Okay, so I'm going to add some color back to her lips and cheeks because I blanked her out, so she feels really lifeless. I'm going to add, let's see, I think I might mix a little bit of these two because she's not necessarily wearing pink, but I want to give some warmth, but I don't want her to just look all brown. So I'm going to mix them, and that's the fun thing about makeup. Mix it up. Smile. Around the apples and work your way back. Don't do this. This is not a Nike advertisement. You want it to fade seamlessly into the rest of the makeup. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little sponge and just kind of work it off. If you have a dry mascara wand, that works well too. And of course, brushes always have a little bit of extra makeup on them. And that works perfectly. See? Piece of cake. So you don't have to fret and go, oh my goodness, I gotta start all over. No, you don't. Let's keep going. And I'm going to go ahead and mix a red and a pink lips on her just because, you know, I mixed on the blush, so why not on the lips? I'm going to start with this kind of a reddish brown tone. I'm going to do the outer part of her lip. And I'm doing sketching motions. Now her top lip's just a little bit smaller than her bottom lip, so I'm going to overdraw it just a smidge. That's another trick. If you feel like your lips have shriveled up and you want them to look a little fuller, go slightly. She's not shriveled. I just wanted to balance her out. And vice versa, if you have a really full bottom lip and it bothers you, line inside your lip. I'm just trying to keep everything real. Nothing wrong with that. You see, I started with her natural lip line. Now I'm starting to go slightly over. It should be subtle. Keyword. Should not look like a bad lip injection. It should look like she's really hydrated. She looks good. If you want to check if they're balanced, tilt down. Look at it from above. You can see if there's any differences. I'm going to fill in most of the lip, and I'll just add a little bit of pink in the center. Actually, you know what? I'm going to scrap the pink because I think I like how this looks. It's okay to change your mind. I think it just made it easier for y'all too. Because on her skin tone, this takes a little bit of a pinky tone to it. And her lips naturally have a lot of brown to them. So if you have a lot of brown on your lips, things will show up a lot lighter and a lot more pink. And if your lips are naturally more pink, well, then you might need more of a taupe kind of base in your lipstick to tone it down. Depends on what direction you want to go. Where she doesn't really have much pink, it's more just brown. So I'm kind of making it look like she has a natural pink in her lip. I'm going to add one of my favorite little fun glosses. It's a Sprinkles Funnel Cake. For Mother's Day, we like it.
Don't mind the funnel cake either.
See, she doesn't mind the funnel cake. It's pink and it's glittery and it smells like funnel cake, so I like it and I keep it in my kit. Add it to my brush. And of course, at home, use it out of the tube. I'm trying to be clean. No, she is my mom, so she can use it over my stuff. And she does. She raids my stuff. Just perfectly comfortable with that. And the nice thing about gloss, again, because it's light reflecting, it kind of gives you that fuller, hydrated appearance. Mother's Day makeup, you kind of want to feel refreshed and like you just had a week at the spa, so it's all about enhancing what you naturally have, looking rested, and bringing back that healthy look. You'll notice as I do this, and she knows she has natural texture on her lips. She's a grandmother now, so this kind of helps to soften it up. Just like I no longer look like I did when I was 19, because I now have 2 kids. Okay, so next I'm just going to add a little bit of highlighter to her, and I think that'll pretty much wrap up our look. And then I'll review. I'm actually going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to use a light eyeshadow for her highlighter. And you can use the same color, that light kind of pinky gold. I'm going to go right on her cheekbone. And it's just subtle. If you're going to a major event, you can absolutely do more. But now you'll see when she turns this way, you can see that really pretty glow. Turn that way. Same thing right here. Alrighty, we'll give a once over. Like it looks really good. All right, so as a review, for her foundation, I did more of a full coverage. She likes a little bit of a full coverage. I did a water resistant concealer under her eyes, bridge of the nose, middle of the forehead, Cupid's bow. I did a darker shade of foundation, perimeter of her face, underneath her cheekbones, sides of the nose, tip of the nose, under the lip, and the jawline. And that just played off of her natural face shape. Then I set it with coordinating powders to give her that, you know, three-dimensional, full coverage, glam look, but there's no obvious jumps in color because I used shades to mix together. For her eyes, we just did clear eyeshadow base. Use your favorite as long as it dries down. I did a matte beige, a medium orange base brown in her crease, then a darker red base brown in the outer corner. I did a shimmering taupe on the outer part of her lid, and I would say it's kind of like a champagne rose gold in the inner corner of her eye, and that's the same color I did on her cheekbones. Then I did the liquid liner. I went over with black eyeshadow to just soften it up. And then I did the same color, that dark reddish brown in her crease. I did that to line her lower eye. White eyeliner inside to brighten up and make them look bigger. Waterproof mascara. I mixed a bright pink and a brown blush for the cheeks. Then I did a reddish brown lip liner and put a pink multicolored sparkle gloss on top. And I just did a coordinating brow shade. I would go get matched for that with a makeup artist because it'll save you a lot of trouble than trying to search for yourself for a good brow shade. Same thing with your foundation. Go to a professional makeup artist. It's worth every penny. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. If you have any questions, definitely comment below on Facebook, on our YouTube channel, or just shoot us an email or a Facebook message. And don't forget to check us out at www.constantephoto.com. Thank you.